Hi, my name's Leah and welcome to Leah Loves Science, where I answer niche but necessary science questions. Today, we're talking about the Chinese tokamak East and their massive success recently. On the 30th of December 2021, the Chinese Experimental Advanced Superconducting Tokamak, or EAST, broke their own record by running for 17.5 minutes at 70 million degrees centigrade. Now, EAST is a tokamak, which means it's made up of a donut-shaped shell surrounded by superconducting magnets. And these magnets hold the fusion plasma inside the shell. It's also called confining the plasma. When we run fusion inside a tokamak, we call it a pulse. A typical high-performance pulse lasts less than 10 seconds. On something like the Joint European Torus, a long pulse is tens of seconds, and EAST ran for 17.5 minutes, which is a massive achievement and a huge contribution to the field of fusion. And there's a few things that I want to talk about. Number one, I love their control room. It's the fanciest control room I've ever seen. Look at it. I love it so much. Secondly, in the control room, you might see that there are graphs and sort of data all over the monitors. These are usually called mimics. The mimics in the Chinese control room are lime green, and coincidentally, they're also lime green at work, where I work. And I'm starting to think that separately, these fusion physicists have gone, our plasma is bright pink. We should make beautiful data in lime green so that they go together, which I think is kind of adorable. And thirdly, in fusion, we have something called the triple fusion product. And it's basically a measure of how close your plasma is to ignition. Ignition is when your plasma becomes self-heating. So it's putting out enough energy to carry on doing reactions on its own, and you can turn off your massive heaters and start saving some money. How close your plasma is to ignition is basically a measure of how good your tokamak is. The closer you are, the gooder your fusion is. And what the fusion triple product tells us is that the denser and hotter your plasma is and the longer you can hold it for, the gooder it is and the closer it will be to ignition. And generally, over the years, tokamaks have been getting closer and closer to ignition, which means tokamaks have basically been getting better and better. The difficult part is, it's quite difficult to run a tokamak that's very good at doing all three things. So EAST in China is really good at running really long pulses, but it can't run them particularly hot. Whereas something like JET in the UK can run really hot plasmas, but can't run them for particularly long time. Now don't get me wrong, EAST still runs at 70 million degrees. That's 5 times hotter than the center of the sun. But by comparison, JET runs at 150 million degrees, which is 10 times hotter than the center of the sun. So everything's still, relatively hot. Fusion is very much a collaborative effort. You have private companies that are able to test really specific technical challenges by building lots and lots of relatively small tokamaks. You have national efforts like EAST in China and MAST-U in the UK, who are able to test new and interesting designs on a larger scale. And then you have, my personal favorite, massive international projects like ITER that bring loads of countries together to achieve something that no one could achieve on their own. The ITER consortium consists of China, the EU, Japan, Korea, Russia, and the USA, and also has non-member technical agreements with Australia, Canada, and Kazakhstan. They represent over half the world's populations and over 40 languages. And China's success on EAST is directly contributing to the success of ITER. ITER is fusion's Large Hadron Collider. It's the massive project that the whole world is working towards and is going to break new boundaries in physics. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I love talking about fusion, so do expect more fusion videos in the future. If you did like it, please let me know by liking this video and subscribing to the channel via the orb. And if you want to see more videos like this, we have a place for you right here. Bye! Like I said, what did I say? Where's that sentence again? Frick!
I've got something to get past anyway.
Get out of here! You think you're more important than science? Fusion.